Still not even convinced that that was Luigi Mangione. Do you guys know that one photo of like the eyebrow? There are women with full-time careers and families who will hotfix their mods within hours of game updates. Yeah. Excuse me. All right. What was I going to say? What about shareholder value? Denims is such a boomer. All the cool chicks are modding Baldur's Gate 3. That's true. And they're modding Leon Kennedy. Okay, let's be real. Let's be real. All right, anyways. There was something else. Oh, and then I have some variety stuff. That was all of the headline stuff. Then I have some fun variety stuff that I want to get to. I kind of wanted to briefly talk about whether or not Hassan was going to sue these people. The Scott Jennings, I think, was the person. I think. So I wanted to do that. Okay, let's get into it, shall we? What's this? Breaking: Luigi Mangione pleads guilty to federal stalking charges in the 2024 killing of United Healthcare's CEO. And this is the official NBC News article. Is this the article? Is this a video related to this? Hold on. I feel like sometimes on these websites, on these news websites, they'll put a video that has nothing to do at all with the article. It'll be like a video about how some guy saved like a kitten from a fire. And I'm like, okay, well, I like that story, but I was hoping the video could be related to the headline.
Gets up and not only talks about what has happened to their loved one, but has talked about what that loss has meant for their life. And so I would expect in a case like this, it would not be at all unusual to hear from the victim's family at sentencing. Yeah. But we don't yet know, and I'm sure this will come out through reporting, we don't yet know, did they object to this? Did they tell federal prosecutors, please do not do this? We want a federal trial. Or are they hoping they're still going to get some vindication in the state case? Maybe they're hoping, since that's the second-degree murder case, that one will still go forward and they'll still see justice in that way. That's something we're going to have to try to report out.
Remind us why there are two cases. Why? I mean, normally these sorts of cases are charged at the state level. Am I right?
Yes, murder cases are generally falling under state jurisdiction, but there's this doctrine called dual sovereignty, which means if there is a federal theory that fits the facts of the case, a federal case can be brought as well. So here, the reason that you even see federal charges is that he crossed state lines in order to get to Brian Thompson and ultimately commit that murder. So that then falls under that federal jurisdiction. Now, the defense has been arguing and, shouting from the rooftops, especially since the death penalty is taken off the table. It's the stalking charges in federal court, murder charges in state court, that there should not be two prosecutions. And that's always been their argument with regard to double jeopardy. But the cases remain because of that doctrine of dual sovereignty. And Christine, that's why the timing, this is not lost on us, that this federal plea deal is happening before that state court case, because they only derive the benefit because the state law is a little bit broader on that front.
And then there's the backdrop of the spectacle of all of this. Yeah. Somebody deboning a fish in line today.
We noticed that too.
I mean, just some of
the amount of money that he has raised to the tune of $1.5 million for his legal defense fund. Legions of people showing up to court whenever there's a court hearing, even if it's something routine. People who are camped out there in support of him. People who are saying, I too was hurt by the health insurance industry. Again, this is a murder case. Yeah. This is now an on-the-record killing of a human being, but people are talking about their experience with the healthcare industry and how it has wronged them. It's quite remarkable, what this has pulled out in people.
Totally. And, when you're talking about prosecutors coming to the table and engaging in these negotiations with the defense, and you say, well, we've got a video of him shooting Brian Thompson in cold blood on the street. Why would you even entertain it? Well, part of it is that trial is truly an unpredictable thing.
Also, what do you mean you've got a video of him? It's like this blurry ass video, huh? What the hell? Okay, I never really delve into the conspiracy theory stuff because I think it's cringy. So if I may for a brief moment, I'm still not even convinced that that was Luigi Mangione. Do you guys know that one photo of like the eyebrows? I'm still not even convinced that it's him. Like, I don't like to tinfoil too hard because I think it's bad to start diving into tinfoil territory because then you start thinking everything is this nonsensical conspiracy. So I try really hard to restrain myself. But like, straight up, I'm still not even 100% convinced that that's even the same guy. The arrest was weird too. Yeah, he was just sitting in a McDonald's and then somebody else called. to report him, and he had everything to prove his guilt on him. Like, I'm still mentally, I am at eyebrow gate still. All right. So we're all on the same page here. They said tinfoil instead of tinfoil. No. Tinfoil hat, not beanie. But even if you ignore the tinfoil for a brief moment, you can't tell that that's Luigi Mangione from this video.
It's more bigger public policy.
Like, sorry, maybe I can go back. These fucking video players always suck shit.
Don't follow.
How do I go back? I can't even see the seeking bar. Is there even one? I didn't even know that there is one. Okay, I guess there isn't. I can't pull it up. Maybe I'll find it.
You don't listen. So all of that, this backdrop, it helps you to understand why we don't know what the family's position is, but there is some degree when you know there's finality.
Yeah. There's
no appeal. You don't have to sit in court and hear all of this.
Like, we saw him in the video. There's evidence of him killing this other guy. It's like, what? This could literally be anyone. What the fuck are you talking about? That's clearly Ted Cruz. Okay, Ted Cruz is definitely too rotund. Okay, it's definitely not Ted Cruz. Okay, it's live, so no. It says it's it, but it's connected to this story. Wouldn't it be like a video?
Your opinion is
I guess
taken
it
into
is live.
consideration by prosecutors, but it's important.
I guess it's
to note,
breaking news.
Well,
it
they
just
have
dropped.
the ability to communicate the way they want things to unfold when it comes to a plea deal. It's ultimately.
There's a photo of his face when he checked into the hostel the day before. That's how we know his face. Well, that's what I was saying earlier when I said I'm not even convinced that that's the same guy. Like, I'm still on mentally. I'm still on eyebrow gate. That I'm still not even like sold that. Where's the photo? Like, I'm not even sold that this is Luigi Mangione. This guy's like chin is so angular. And then there's another shot of like just his eyebrows and his eyes. This one. It's like, this straight up looks nothing like him. Like, this straight up looks nothing like him. These are all supposed to be the same guy. Like, okay. All right. I'm sure. All right, the video stopped. Anyways, these are all unidentifiable. Yeah, but again, I don't like to steer too close to tinfoil hat theory because, like, it takes you to bad places. I'm just saying, and I think you guys agree, they do straight up look like different people. Like, I don't think any of those are conclusive. Like, it's like that one photo of like the like male white actors. This photo. Or better yet, this one, they photoshopped the faces on the same head. I could not, if you told me to like, I know the middle one is definitely cucumber. Some of these are like, I don't know who the top one is. I don't know who this is. Like, I genuinely, one of these I think is Henry Cavill. I don't know who this is. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Like, yeah, could those be? Sorry, let me reopen it. Could these all be the same guy? I mean, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they could all be the same guy. Could they be different guys? I don't know. Maybe they look kind of different. I don't know. So, yeah, that's not a conclusive, like, this is definitely the wrong guy. This is definitely the wrong guy. I don't want anyone to think that. I just, you know, I'm just trying to illustrate a point. Oh, all right. The man charged with gunning down is crazy. United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson on a New York City street 2 years ago pleaded guilty to, is it really pleaded and not pled? Maybe those mean different things in different contexts. I don't know. Guilty to federal stalking charges in Manhattan Friday as Thompson's family looked on. Luigi Mangione, 28, revealed through his allocation to the court as he posed as a potential investor to confirm the location of an investors conference so he could track Thompson's location. He also told the judge he was motivated to kill Thompson because of his experience with the healthcare system as a patient with a back injury. Mangione faces the maximum sentence of life in prison. He will be sentenced at a separate hearing on December 18th. Thompson's family arrived at the courtroom shortly before the proceeding was set to begin. Pat Thompson, the victim's mother, was in the front row along with the relatives and executives from United Healthcare. The Thompsons have largely remained out of the public eye since the executive was murdered. Newly installed Manhattan U.S. Attorney James McDonald is the front row lawyer, and lawyers for Mangione filed into the courtroom early. Mangione was charged with two federal counts: interstate stalking, resulting in death, and stalking through use of interstate facilities, resulting in death. The charges carry the maximum penalty of life in prison and are separate from the state allegations, which include second-degree murder and firearm charges. So yeah, he's not pleading guilty to the murder charges as far as I know, but he's just pleading guilty to the stalking charges. Dude, I hate when articles do this shit. The brazen killing of Thompson, a father of two. Am I supposed to, like, shed a tear that someone is a father? Merchant of death. Yeah, why don't you call him what he is? Like, what? Oh, he came in a woman. Big deal. Okay, plenty of people have done that. It's just so annoying. But you know it's because people really didn't give a single shit that this guy died, because so many people have had negative experiences with United Healthcare. So they have to, like, try and be like, guys, he was a father. Please think of that. The way that they prop up being a parent as being worthy of life implies that they think non-parents are not worthy. Well, I don't even think you have to go that far necessarily. Like, okay, and how many fathers was he personally responsible for killing because he refused life-saving medical care? How about that? I don't know. How about we just put down, like, a number of how about, like, the brazen killing of Thompson, a man who had brazenly killed 10,354 fathers. How about that? How about that? Since we care so much about this, it's just so annoying. It's just so frustrating. Counterpoint: Bin Laden was also a husband and father. Can you imagine, like, covering Bin Laden, being like, Bin Laden, father. I don't know how many kids he had, admittedly. Ayatollah, father. It's like, no, everyone would be like, what the fuck are you? What? What? If the only good thing someone can say about you post-death is that you're a father, yeah, I just don't. I can't. Put a spotlight on the country's healthcare, insurance, and industry. Widespread frustration over denied claims. He was arrested. Yeah. Okay, great. And then I did see this. Mangione's attorneys had sought to bar the notebook from being introduced as evidence at his trial, arguing authorities obtained it during an illegal search. Judges in both cases rejected that argument. What? Bullshit, dude. I just read that 92% of Americans either rarely go to the doctor or flat out refuse to seek medical care because of the cost. I have a friend who said, but dude, he was a dad when Charlie Kirk died. And I said, okay. There's nothing unique about, like, all of the horrible shit you've done in your life or said in your life and all the harm you caused is not negated because you had a kid. It's an important fact if you did nothing negative and you spent, like, talking about someone who spent their life towards, like, for example, oh my God, Miss Rachel. If you were to describe Miss Rachel, it'd be like, oh, and she's leaving behind children that would have otherwise been taken care of, and now they aren't taken care of. Okay, that would make sense. The context there would make sense. But when you're an evil person, you can't just magically undo that by being like, well, listen, that guy had a kid. It's like, what? Can you imagine Benjamin Netanyahu, father? It's like, why is that that is not a relevant factor once you pass a certain threshold of evil. Or at least blatant disregard for human life. Like, Darth Vader had to leave his two children behind. It was tragic.